product uses, develops and challenges forms and conventions of real media products in many different ways. First of all, on the front cover, the masthead is in a font that is different to the rest of the fonts. It is the largest piece of text on the page, which uses the forms and conventions of real media products, as this is what you would expect on a real magazine. There is a colour scheme of black, red and white, and the colour scheme is fairly common in magazines. The front cover has issue information underneath the magazine, and the barcode in the banner at the bottom of the page. This tells the reader when the magazine is published, and also which issue of the magazine it is. The artist in the main image wears clothes which are a different colour to the main colour scheme of the cover. This makes the image stand out from the rest of the content. There is use of direct mode of address by the artist as well to connect with the reader. The image overlaps the masthead, but not as much as so we can't see what the masthead says. This challenges the codes and conventions because usually you would expect the artist to be wearing the same colours as in the colour scheme. I have added a puff close to the issue information that includes the price of the magazine. A puff is designed to stand out to attract the eye of the reader, so it allows the price to come to the attention of the audience. The skyline at the top of the page includes names of artists that will feature in the magazine. Usually you would see the slogan for the magazine in the skyline, but I have the slogan for my magazine underneath the masthead. I have a secondary image with a caption to state who is in the picture, and there is a page number to give information about where in the magazine the article for the artist is. Moving on to the contents page, I have 3 columns on my contents page, whereas other magazines have 2 or 4. This means that my magazine challenges the codes of real media products. There are a variety of different images, and the page number of the article is on the image. Usually you would see a variety of images on the contents page, so the reader gets an idea of what's to come in the magazine. The colour scheme is the same as the front cover because there is a red, white and black colour scheme throughout. If the colour schemes weren't the same, it wouldn't look like the 2 pages would be from the same magazine, so it does develop the codes and conventions of real media products. Where it says both featured and regular content, there is a banner across to make it clear that there is separation between the columns. Without the banner, the reader could become confused about which articles are featured and regular, so the codes have been developed here in the contents page. There is information underneath the article titles to give the reader an introduction to what the articles entail. The masthead is present at the top of the page, along with issue information, and the word contents is bigger than the masthead to make it clear that this is the contents page. I have information along the bottom of the page which gives details of subscription. I have the address of the website for the magazine, as well as details of Facebook and Twitter pages for the magazine. Normally you would see these details in regular magazines, so I've used the codes and conventions well here. The page number is on the bottom right hand corner of the page in a different colour to the rest of the content. I've done this so the page number is able to stand out from the rest of the text. In the secondary image on the double-page spread, there is direct mode of address to the reader. The artist is also wearing black and white clothing, which is linked to the colour scheme. The questions are a different colour to the answers, so the reader doesn't get confused about whether the interviewer or artist is speaking. You would usually find this in magazines, so I have developed the codes and conventions of real media products also. The main image goes across 2 pages, as does the text, which you would usually find in double-page spreads. I've taken a quote from the text and made it stand out from the rest of the text, which develops the codes, because from my research, A lot of magazines have done this in the past. They have a byline underneath the title of the article with the name of the band play at the bottom of the image. The colour scheme is also similar to the front cover and the contents page, which makes it look more professional and all conform to the same colour scheme. I've made sure that my magazine represents particular social groups because I needed to make sure that it attracted my intended audience. I've made sure that the magazine is suitable for both genders because both men and women are featured in the magazine. The main image on the front cover is of a male, and the images in the contents page are also of males, but I have pictures of women on the double page spread because they are part of the band. The text used in the magazine is also suitable for both genders, as both males and females will understand what is being said. My target audience was 16 to 25-year-olds, so I've made sure the text and the people in the images are of the age category. The reader is able to read to understand what is being said in the text, and they will have interest in what bands and artists are in the images. The artists have dressed in clothes that you would associate with the rock genre, so this can attract fans of the genre of rock music. Props such as guitars and drums is also a good way to attract the audience, because as soon as they see these props, they are automatically interested in the articles as they understand what entails in the article through the props. There is a positive vibe towards my magazine because the moods of the artists are good, and you could say this challenges the regular stereotypes of rock artists. Having good positive attitudes will increase the interest of the reader. There's quite a youthful look to the free magazine pages, but you could also say that with the professional look, it can provide for a range of different audiences.